Hello, you divine, infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. You are divine, infinite source, infinite love. And welcome to this star seed transmission. Okay, I'm going to talk now at a very high vibration. So this is for those star seeds. If you know you're a star seed or think you may be a star seed or that word resonates for you, then this message is for you. The third dimensional planet, as we know it, is collapsing, crumbling like the Titanic, and many will still want to remain on it because they are comfortable in their, luxurious suites while the water is filling up beneath them. So don't do that. Jump onto the new earth. It is going to be great. And those of you who have been doing the inner work, especially the inner shadow work, and purging yourself of the darkness, will be able to sail through this period and with minimal attachments to the old broken planet. Those that haven't are going to have a very hard time. So this is not the time for you to look around and say to your family or old friends, ha ha ha, I told you so. Although it may feel like you want to do that. It's a time to understand with compassion where they're coming from, because if you think of your journey, for me, for example, I have been at this for just in this lifetime alone 30 years, and I remember coming to major belief systems that I had to come to the realization that they were false. And I had been living a lie, and things were not as they seemed, and this world was, a put-up job, a Disney world, made-up world. And every time I pushed past an illusion, at first it was very difficult. It was devastating to me, to my ego, to dismantling of my ego and my belief system, and very humbling. But it was also produced a lot of fear and grief, and anger. Anger, and usually behind the anger there's always sadness. Behind mad is sad. So you have to realize that the people around you of this planet, the masses, some of them just won't ever get it, or won't get it at all for a long time. But most people that maintain their organic physical body will ascend. They will go through this ascension cycle. Their body will change. Their genetics will accrue, and they will wake up. So it just will take time for many people. So those of you, the star seeds that have been sprinkled around this earth, who volunteered to come and be here at this very pivotal time in history, I'm getting my pointing finger up, it's time for the seeds to blossom into flowers, into fruit. It is your time. Your time is now. This is the time you've been waiting for. And some of us have been here lifetimes waiting for this. Lifetimes. I'm talking about 26,000 years and counting. So it's time to really, actually we are being forced to sequester, to turn inward, to be alone with ourselves, to be disconnected from society as a whole. So it's a great time for you to start observing yourself, observing your thoughts, observing your attachments, your addictions. Are you addicted to, shopping and sports and sporting events and, the external world that has kept you so busy that you have not been able, you've been blinded to the truth. So it's a time to still slow the outer, contemplate the inner, turn inward, connect with source, because it is time that we stop following others, letting our opinions be dictated by things outside of ourselves, whether it's the media, whether it's gurus and teachers, they've had their purpose, whether it's preachers and teachers and psychics and truth sayers. It's great to gather information. If what I'm saying resonates with you, take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't ever believe anything I say or anyone else says. You have to start thinking for yourself. And for many people, that's going to be difficult. They're going to have to actually take their brains out of, off the ice or out of the closets, dust them off and start using them and start discerning, start thinking for themselves. And that is huge, because we are not, the sheeple of this planet have been under serious mind control, and they have not thought for themselves for a long, long time. And it's time for each and every one of us to find our own truth and to be an example, to be a pillar with an example of compassion, of love, of leading from the heart, of being a free, independent thinker, and being infinite, and embodying that. Not just talking the talk, but walking it. And this is the time when we are going to come out of the closets, out of apologizing for having knowledge, for knowing what's going on, for seeing with our third eye, and help people, but not by becoming the saviors, not by becoming the gurus, not by disempowering them and empowering ourselves. We're going to have to really break that model. So it's going to be a kind of a, racer's edge for a while, when we need to, stand up, speak our truth, help people see what's really going on, but not foster dependency. And that's going to take really strong ethical fiber to really be clear and crystal clear vision, so that you do not empower or foster that kind of dependency. So, and it's a learning process. You might not be perfect, but you'll do it, because that's why you're here. You've been training for this for eons, all right? And good things are coming. Big financial freedom and upgrades. I don't think anyone realizes how completely robbed, totally robbed, not only our consciousness and our soul, but our wealth, our money. We have been robbed by these parasitic institutions, and we've just come to believe that that's the way it is. It's okay because they're a bank, because they're a corporation, because they said so. And people are going to really start standing up for themselves, and we're going to get back our planet back. We're going to get our wealth back. We're going to get our energy back. We're going to get our minds back. We're going to get our hearts back. And it's going to be great. So stay tuned in for future starseed transmissions. You are blossoming. Ciao for now from Lockdown, Italy.